Greetings once again, people, and welcome to yet another episode of Seeking Shamblers. This time around, it's going to be a relatively basic one. Basically, I'm still continuing on through Eternal Darkness, and we're kind of going also through a lot of the different levels that we saw during the days of Aftershock, and bringing closure to it all. It is a bit on the more, I guess you could say, annoying side, because it's not really new content per se. It's really stuff that we're seeing the new textures and seeing actually how they actually were properly supposed to look. But other than that, it's really covering a lot of the old ground, and I kind of understand that. But at the same time, we do definitely need to bring closure to this era. We only have like 15 more of these to go. So, at some point, we're going to run out of these missions, hopefully, and clear them all out from our records. And therefore, we can fully go to just new content. And at the same time, it also provided a nice little list of different things to look for at the very least, and bring some hopes, instead of just having the idea that we have so many levels and then just move forward, because at least this gave us a clue of what exists. So anyway, with all that said, this time around we're checking out Wind Pit Deathmatch, which was one of the last levels. Maybe not. I forget what actually I checked out at the very end of, like, my Aftershock playthrough. Under was, of course, the last one, but I know this was, like, alphabetically one of the last few, and it definitely was after, therefore, my hiatus, because originally I did everything alphabetically, then I did it kind of chronologically when I came back. So, I'm not sure when exactly I did this, but it had to be after my hiatus that I really ended up doing this particular mission. So, needless to say, it's another level. This was actually made by Cameron Newham, who made, like, Door H and all those levels. But yeah, this one is just basically a very basic deathmatch level. Nothing too fancy. Doesn't even have a name inside the actual level. So if we were playing this for the first time in Eternal Darkness, we wouldn't even know its actual name. Basically, I base it all off of what I've basically seen in the past. So basically, we had the documentation and all that. We can at least use that and say kind of what this is. Let's actually check out the mission. It's basically, as said, Wind Pit Deathmatch. It will feature a lot of wind tunnels, therefore, obviously. Anyway, Wind P. Let's load this thing up and see what exactly we're in for. Well, we got a tunnel. You find yourself in a little tiny tunnel. And we can run down here, and here's the wind tunnel. You jump up, and there we are, Bonsai. Basically, the map features a bunch of these holes all over the place, which are one-way routes, but basically are just the deathmatch spawn locations. So basically where you're intended to start, and then you basically just jump up, and you appear in this room. You find yourself in a room. And so, now you just run around this central little arena area, which is the area you're basically intended to go. As said, here's like another deathmatch pit that you'd appear up. As said, they're all basically around here. Like, here's another one over here. It's all, like, on the ground floor area. And they're all, like, symmetrical to each other. So you'd have one logically over here as well. So there's 4 of them. I'm not sure if there's any more. Maybe 2 up here. Yes, indeed. Here's another one. And then there's one, obviously, on the other side. Let's see here. Let's get over there. Just to show you guys that there is another one indeed. Right over here. Okay, so there's at least 6 of them. We also got this tunnel over here, which basically allows access to the upper floor. But as you see, the main area of this arena is basically you running over here across this little tiny chasm, pick up some red armor. You also got down there, which I think basically is a one-way route. You can't, like, escape from it. But yeah, you basically have an area covered entirely with slime. But that'll be the last area we go, because it is, I believe, a one-way route and will basically just kill us. So let's see here. Let's gather some little resources. There's really not much to this map. As you see, most of the resources down here are health, so there's really not much to really even do. So you run around, you look at all the different random garbage, all the different wall dividers, and now I'm getting bored, so let's go up to the upper floor. Let's see what's up there. So you see, on this side you basically have, well, nothing. This side is entirely empty. But you can rush over to the other side, the far side of this whole thing. And over here you can drop down into the pit of slime and die! Oh, well, we didn't pay attention to that, I guess. Yeah, there's a hole. And yeah, if you don't realize it, you can fall in the hole and die. So listen, don't do that. Don't fall in holes and die. As you see, it also takes a really long time to die because we kind of gather the red armor. In a way, that actually makes it worse, because that means it takes forever for us to, like, die. And so I have to, like, end up just restarting because it's too annoying waiting. But, as said, that's basically already everything down here. There's really not much to this level, as said. I don't believe there were any guns down here. Oh, God, I'm stuck. Got, like, stuck for a moment there. But let's see here. There's really, like I said, nothing here. It's just these few guns. What am I saying? There's no guns. I mean, there's all this pitch blackness if you want to run around in it, but that, of course, doesn't really help us. Okay, let's head back upstairs, because I'm not really accomplishing anything over here. Let's see. There's a hole about here. You will jump across this. You reach the far side. On the far side, you have, well, 2 things of nails. That was anticlimactic. Wasn't there a nail gun somewhere in this level? I can't even tell. It's so hard to tell all these dividers everywhere that I'm not exactly sure. I think I picked up a nail gun maybe at some point. But yeah, my memory is kind of fading. And I believe at the bottom of these wind pit tunnels, I believe some of them have like a double-barreled shotgun. Except the one that you start the single-player start on. Maybe I'm wrong about this. But I thought there was like some gun or something. Apparently you just mostly face off with each other with a shotgun. Because there's like no other guns in this level. Yeah, this is kind of really eventless. You know what? I think actually this is one whereby it has like a bunch of deathmatch flags on everything. So it's like if you load up a deathmatch and do the exact same freaking thing. Now you see there's guns up there. Like there's a super nail gun right there. Yeah, and here's a nail gun. And yeah, basically most of these resources were all like deathmatch only stuff. Really weird that it uses the deathmatch flags. I don't think like any other level I've ever seen really did this. Normally, whatever you see, it's the same as what's in Deathmatch. It just, you know, is single player, really, therefore kind of useless. But this mission, you want to load in Deathmatch, because otherwise you don't see, like, half the resources in this particular level. So let's see here. You get red armor, you get some shells and all that random garbage. Nothing really that important. But yeah, there's a rocket launcher up there, which makes a lot more sense than having just 2 things of nails. Let's see, let's head up that way. Since now we know of the trap of that little tiny pit, we can get up there with no real problems. Anyway, here's the super nail gun. You jump across here. And here's the nails, but also the rocket launcher. Which is a lot more valuable and a lot better than just nothing. Anyway, that seems to be basically the level. There's no double-barreled shotgun as far as I'm seeing. Maybe it's down the other pits, as said. But I'm not too sure about that one. And it doesn't seem to be a grenade launcher either. Anyway, let's drop into the pit. So you see, you drop in here, it slides across, and it kills you. Because we're just going to wait here. As it reaches the edge, it just drops us in. And there we are. You basically just die in this pit. There's no way out. There's nothing to really do. Alright, come already. And there we are. As you see, no escape from the pit. You just drop it, you die. All these wind pits are the same. They're all inaccessible once you get through to the top area. But as you see, there's nothing down in them anyway. They're kind of worthless. But yeah, it's a really basic level. There's really not much to it. Just a simple little deathmatch level with the arena on the bottom floor and a little balcony on the upper floor. And a couple little traps. Other than that, there's really not much to really say here. It's just kind of a level to kind of check out and add to our little collection. Plus, as said, it's 1 to 15 Aftershock levels, so we did kind of need to find it, add it to our little thing. Now make it 14 levels to find. And then we can finally say that we're only looking for new content and not having to worry about what exactly is and what isn't. So, with that in mind, thank you all for watching as usual. It has been an adventure, and I shall see you all, well, next time.